If you guys are in a relationship and your girl is breaking up with you or she's about to break up with you, do not panic, guys. I'm about to tell you guys all about how you need to react if you want to keep your girl, if you want to keep her from breaking up with you or make her regret what she's doing. You need to not panic and you need to listen to what I'm about to say. If you want to keep her around, what exactly do you need to do? Okay, so this works literally every single time. So when she brings up this conversation saying we should break up, whether this is a text message or this is a phone call or this is face-to-face, it works either way. Do not panic at all. Do not try to beg her to stay in a relationship. Don't say sorry. Don't say all this bullshit like, oh, baby, we can make it work. Do not do any of that whatsoever. I repeat, do not do any of that shit. Do not try to beg her to stay. Do not try to work things out. Do not try. Every single guy does this shit. And this is the wrong thing to do. Do not be that guy that does this shit, who's trying to salvage the relationship, who's trying to save the relationship, because this is going to have the opposite effect. The more that you try to keep her from dumping you, the more that you disagree and try to reason with her, the more you try to, get her to stop doing what she's doing, the more she's going to pull away, the more she's going to see you as a weak man, and the more she's going to basically end the relationship. So if you guys have ever been in a relationship and gotten dumped, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I am talking about. There's a girl that you really liked. Maybe it was in school. Maybe it was a marriage or something like that. She decided to end things, and you were crawling on your hands and knees trying to keep her from leaving you. And what ended up happening? She ended up leaving anyways. Or if you somehow convinced her, she ended up either a few days or a week later ended up ghosting you. So how do you prevent this from happening? If you actually want to be with this girl, but you don't actually want her to leave, you have to play it cool. Okay? So when she initiates the breakup talk, when she says we need to talk about something, when she starts initiating that talk, you simply just need to agree and say, look, I love you, but if you don't want this, that's completely fine. You're free to go. All right? You don't have to say it exactly like that, but that's just like the gist of what I'm talking about. You just have to simply tell her. Don't be a dickhead. Don't be like, all right, fine, fucking get out of here later, right? Because that'll actually make her do it, because you're taunting her ego. You're basically, saying, oh, okay, do it, pussy. Don't do it like that. Be respectful. Simply just let her go. Tell her, all right, if that's what you want, then I respect your decision. That's completely fine. I love you, but I'm not going to keep you trapped in a cage. You're free to do what you want. I respect you as a person. I love you as a person, but if that's really how you feel, then that's completely fine. So when you do this, when you act like you don't care, when you basically let her go, when you give her the option, say, all right, I understand what you're saying. I understand you're not happy and there's a relationship. I see that you're not fulfilled with me. You're free to go. I completely respect you. I love you. When she hears this, if she doesn't instantly backtrack, which 60 to 70% of the time, she's going to instantly backtrack and the real reason is going to come out. The real reason. Instantly, in most cases, she's going to say, well, actually, she'll reveal her true colors. She'll say, well, you're just not paying enough attention to me. She'll bring up some sort of thing, some sort of complaint. And guess what? What ends up happening is she stops breaking up with you during that conversation. Instead, she starts voicing her complaint. Well, it's because I actually felt like you're not paying attention, or you're not doing this, or something like that. You did this. That's why I feel this way. Instead, she's going to switch gears and say, well, that's why I felt like that. That's why I felt like, that's why she felt like she wanted to break up with you. Suddenly, she's not breaking up with you any longer. Suddenly, she's not ending the relationship. Now she's explaining why she was feeling like ending the relationship. Guess what, guys? You're in the clear, right? Easily, you've ended the breakup process. She will backtrack and she will respect you for actually giving her the option to go. And the thing that happens is when women see when they're breaking up with you or they're dumping you, they're expecting you to beg them, to drop on your hands and knees, to be, please, baby, please don't leave me. I love you. Baby, please don't, please. Guys, this is a huge turn off. This is exactly, look, guys, if you really do want her to leave her, do that, okay? If you really do want this girl to leave you and break up with you, do that, because she will. She will see how weak you are. She will not respect you for dropping on your hands and knees like that and acting like a bitch. Trust me, guys, I've been there, done that. That tactic, begging, pleading, does not work. It will not save your relationship, okay? And that's the crazy thing. When you let them go, when you're nonchalant, when you're like, all right, fine, if you want to go, then you're free to go. It's okay. I respect your decision. Bro, these women will always change their mind literally seconds after. She's thinking, yo, wait, what? This dude, I thought he was going to be blubbering like a baby. I thought he was going to be begging me, blah, 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 trying to do this and that, fucking giving up concessions and stuff, promising that, he's going to treat you better. When you act like that, immediately, that shows her that you're not like other guys. She's not used to guys like you that are willing to just let her go like that. She's used to guys fucking begging her to stick around, okay? When she sees that you're not that kind of guy, that you're not the kind of guy to try to fight to keep her in your life when she is trying to leave you, when you're like, all right, it's fine, that instantly translates respect, value, that shows, okay, this guy is gonna just continue his life without me, I guess. Fuck, maybe I'm leaving a good guy. Maybe I'm missing out on something. What does this guy have? This guy has other... She's also going to think that you already got other girls lined up. You know what I mean? Because you know what kind of guys beg and try to save the relationship and try to plead and all this shit? Guys that have no pussy. Guys that have no options. Because they know that that's the only girl they can get. That their girlfriend or whoever chick that they're with is the only girl. When you act like you don't give a shit... When you act like you don't give a shit during this conversation when she's dumping you, right? When you say, all right, fine, instantly she's gonna be like, there's another bitch. Or he has other options that are open. He doesn't seem very sad that I'm leaving him. He doesn't seem very distraught that I'm leaving him behind. He must have something. He must have some value, or he must have something that basically this guy can live without me. I can leave tomorrow and he's going to continue living his life the way he wants. And women have a problem like that. They don't want to feel unimportant. They don't want to feel like they're not valued. They don't want to feel like they're not going to leave an impact on you. Trust me, when women break up with you and you're having all these texting wars, conversations and shit, and talking and arguing and blah, 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 conversations, you ever had a breakup that was long? Women love that shit. They fucking eat that shit up. They like to feel like, they want to feel like they hurt you. Legit. That may sound fucked up, but they want to feel like they really fucking, them leaving your life really fucking, like your life is going to be so much worse without them. Oh, I just left and this guy, he's nothing without me. When you act the opposite way, when you're like, all right, fine, if you're gone, you're gone. I mean, it is what it is, right? I respect you. Hey, it's fine. You'll have a great future. I'll have a great future. It's cool. Women cannot stand this shit, bro. They will always backtrack. And if not within that conversation, I'm telling you guys, within a day, 2 days, if she ends up, y'all stop talking after that and she says, okay, I guarantee you, I've gone through this before too. I've done this before too, where you act the same way. You act nonchalant. You say, all right, that's fine. I respect your decision. I shit you not. A day, 2 days, 3 days, a week later, this girl will suddenly message you and she will fucking change her mind. She will say that she didn't actually mean it, blah, blah, blah. She will backtrack. She will literally hit you back up and backtrack and fucking act like, you know, she actually does love you. She was just saying that. She was just feeling that. Guys, this really is one of the biggest shit tests. It really is. You guys want to know about shit tests? This is one of the biggest shit tests. The breakup shit test. That's what I call it. It is a test that you need to pass. And to pass this test, you really got to be a stoic, and you're really going to act like you don't give a fuck. Right? And it sucks sometimes because sometimes this can also backfire in a weird way. There's a girl that you don't want to be with, that maybe you're with, maybe you're in a relationship and you want the girl to break up with you. And when she starts breaking up with you and you're like, oh, finally, bro, you know, I don't want to hurt her feelings. Yeah, she's breaking up. This same thing fucking applies. If you don't give a fuck about the girl, suddenly she doesn't want to leave you anymore. Suddenly she changes her mind and you're still stuck with her. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, bro. Like, I actually did want her to leave me. And because I acted so nonchalant, she didn't leave me. And now I'm still stuck with her. Okay? So it works for women that you want to keep. It also works for women that you don't want to keep around, right? When you act like you don't give a fuck, when you have a history together, when you're with a girl that you've slept with or that you're dating or whatever, and it's her time to pack her bags, or she feels like she's about to pack her bags or cut contact with you, and she has this bullshit fucking breakup conversation, guys, act like a G, be self-aware, be a stoic, just accept it, be respectful, let her go. If you do those 3 things, watch her come right back and change her mind. Watch her backtrack and change her mind, change her plan, and say, actually, yeah, we can make this work out. You know, just she'll try to make you make some dumb concession, like, just promise you'll text me more. She'll say it with some stupid shit like that, right? Promise that you'll hold my hand more. Or, you didn't give me flowers, so I didn't. Guys, this is classic female manipulation tactics. The fucking breakup conversation. It is one of the strongest shit tests. It is one of the most common shit tests. Most men do not survive this test, and that's why they get dumped. That's why most men get dumped. Women break up with men, I think 60 to 70% of the time, which is a crazy statistic, but it's true. The men that do not get dumped accept the dumping. So repeat after me. Accept that you are getting dumped. Do not try to fight it. Do not act sad. Do not cry. Do not react to anything. Just chill. Just act like a fucking man. Just be like, all right, look, it's cool. Yeah, I respect that you're breaking up with me. It's fine. You know what I mean? Don't be a dickhead. Don't act angry. Don't tell her to go fuck herself. Just be cool and accept it and let it happen, because that is literally the easiest way to keep her from doing that shit, to put her back in her place, to make her act right, okay? Because she will come crawling back on her hands and knees like a dog. Try this next time your girl tries to pull some shit like this with you, or if you're dating a girl. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna remember this video. You can read about this. You can watch videos about this. This shit is real. It works. It's true. I swear to God, this works. This shit works. Okay? Book a coaching call down below if you're having trouble with your woman, if you need some advice, if she is dumping you or has broken up with you or anything like that, anything self-improvement, book a call down below, my Calendly link. We will get you back in line. We will get you back to being a man, and we will get you back in the game. All right? Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and leave a comment if you guys have had an experience like this. Tell me if you've had a similar experience. Tell the story down in the comments. Later.